to Win LLC. Love, leadership, and the courage to begin again. Hosted by Melanie Kennemann. Let's begin.
Welcome to this episode of Playing to Win LLC, where we have conversations around love, leadership, and the courage to begin again. I am beyond excited about my guest today. My guest today, I have known almost 30 years, which is hard to believe. We met when we were 5. And we met on location in New Orleans on a project we were both working on. He's one of the he's definitely my most favorite actor in Germany. He's a singer, performer, he's all the things, but welcome to the show, Uwe Ochsenknecht. Woohoo! Hey, baby!
Hey, how you hanging in Texas?
It's the same heat as you in Mallorca right now, right?
Yeah. So we got the same conditions.
When I met you, I was very young, right? And we're on a movie set.
Me too.
And you were too, right? And then we got to work in Germany together, and then our whole lives have gone over, multiple years, and we got reconnected a few years ago. Well, I mean, we'd stayed in touch, but we got to see each other a couple of years ago. And I want to ask you my very first question, because a lot of this is like the courage to begin again and like living life to the fullest. Like the Uwe that I met in New Orleans, is he different from the person you are today, or like what's the same and what's different, you think?
Dear Mel, I hope so. And I think everybody could or should work on themselves, on their personality, and reflect themselves. That is very important. Like, what do I want? What am I busy with? How do I treat other people? Why am I angry? Oh, I'm angry, but why? What's the reason? And all that. People think more about other people than themselves. And this is what I learned in the meantime, since New Orleans till now. And learning this is learning about life, about yourself. And it's a lot of fun at the end. It's work. But at the end, when you see a little light on the horizon, it's a lot of fun that you see that you develop as a human being. And I think if everybody would do this, there wouldn't be wars and all that shit,
Yeah.
But people don't think, as I said, in the short term, more about others than themselves.
Yeah.
And I think I developed pretty good as a human being. I'm still crazy. I'm still stupid, but in a naive way, in a positive way. There's a
Great
nice
way.
saying. There's a nice saying I found in the net that said was a sign on the street that said, "Don't grow up. It's a trap." So and that's totally right. You gotta be naive like a child, and a child is also very curious. And when you lose that, you miss a lot of stuff in life. Yeah.
I so agree with that. I so agree. And I think I would say that about you is one of the things why I'm so drawn to you. You're so fun to be around, and you're always, you're so witty and fun, but
Yeah,
you just a
that's
good guy.
that's my aura, honey. My aura.
Oh, that's
No,
what
you
it is.
see, people could say people who know me, well, not in Texas, probably, not yet, baby.
Not yet, not
But
after,
in
after this
Germany, they say,
podcast.
okay, well, that's easy talk from Uwe Ochsenknecht. He's rich, he's famous, he got beautiful women, he got nice kids, he got 2 dogs and 2 cats and 2 dogs and cats. But it wasn't always like that. And, I wasn't born like this. I was born in a very, very simple, a family. My father was a worker in the fabric, and my mother, she made a little money on the side, but cleaning apartments and all that stuff. That was we lived simple but nice and happy. Besides, my father beat me up too much. What an asshole! Well, but now he's dead. So, um, uh, so
I love
and
you.
but I'm coming from there.
Yeah,
So that means I appreciate even more the life I may live.
Yeah.
And it's not working that people say, oh yeah, it's easy for him. I don't have money. I don't have a home. I don't have nothing. Yeah, but if you stay on, how do you call that? Selbstmitleid.
Yeah, feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah. If you keep on doing that, nothing would change.
Yeah.
You got to say, okay, I got nothing, but I got my life. I got visions. I'm positive. I love life anyway. I know a couple of people, and I think, well, what can I do? And today, with the internet, with Instagram and everything, you can open an online shop or whatever.
Yeah.
You can do something about it and not always complaining, oh, everybody is rich and I'm poor. That leads to nothing.
No, it doesn't. And everything's about possibility and it's about how you see it. Like how we see the world is so much what we get back, right? And there's so many opportunity, but some people can't see opportunity. And that's really a chance for them to look differently. And we talked about that before. Like, I think it's really important that you bring up that your life didn't start that way. And your life didn't start that way. And
Yeah,
I want to go back a little bit with you, if you don't mind. And I want to talk about your journey a little bit. And because for me,
depends.
what's that?
Depends.
Okay, some of it we can keep secret. But you know what I mean? Like, I think
Our secret
our
too, we
secret
keep.
from, okay, all right, we'll keep that secret. By the way, when we did meet and for the first time and we were hanging out and we shot for quite a while, it was like 3 months in New Orleans and 3 months in
Yeah,
Germany, right? So half a
yeah,
year we
yeah,
spent together very closely because I worked very closely with the actors. And when I came to Germany, I was the only English, like American on the set, and you were like the best speaking person of English, and we just hit it off in New Orleans already. And so you would always sneak me into your trailer and say, because it was freezing. Remember the Ulster was like
yeah.
frozen? It was like,
Of course, the language was the only reason I talked to you. The only reason, and
you had to
we've been
practice your English, right?
with yes. Uh, Also the language. And we did trips on the Reeperbahn in Hamburg with
So
the other
fun.
Mel, your girlfriend.
Yes.
She brought you in the production, right? That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I met her in New Orleans, and we had so much fun. And I just think about, like, that was one of my most fun things. But the relationships you build in a movie set or a film production, I think people don't realize how close you get with the crew, right? They really become like
Yeah.
almost like a family, right? So anyway, so one of the things though that I just have always adored about you is you always make me laugh, and I just love being around you. You're one of the most fun humans that I know, and I love that energy. But everything's a choice, and your story wasn't always like that. So tell me this: when did acting become like a calling for you? Because I think that started kind of early for you, right?
Yeah, I was in the choir for kids in the opera house in Mannheim, where I grew up in Germany. And then when I was about 15, they asked me if I wanted to do to play in child plays,
Oh yeah,
like
like
in
children's
Christmas
theater kind of
time,
thing. Like,
children's yeah, no, we have theater for kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
around Christmas time. You know that Emil und die Detektive in America too?
What's it called?
Emil und die Detektive.
I don't think I know
It's
that.
it's a very famous writer. He's dead. Erich Kästner.
Okay.
He was great. He wrote that theater play, and I played it, and I thought, wow, that's interesting. And also because I like being on stage. I like being on stage and being applauded from people. Hopefully, most of the time they applauded, and
What? How old were
because
you? How old were you?
because
Sorry.
14.
Okay.
Well, in the choir I was like 12.
Yeah, 12. I thought you were
But
pretty young. Yeah.
when I started acting there, I was 14, 15. And at home, I would never be complimented for anything. And I also, the words, I love you, I don't know from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the way it is.
Yeah.
But, and that was very good that the theater was my second family. All
Yeah.
the actors, they were actors, dancers, opera singers, they were all cool, all liked each other, and it was a nice harmony and nice atmosphere. That's why I loved the the theater scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking to me. They were asking, "How are you doing today, Uwe?" I said, "Well, I don't know what to say because nobody asked me that at home. How
Yeah.
are you?" Or wow, I saw you acting the last Sunday. I was there with my kids. It was a great show. Wow, you did it very good. That doesn't matter from where I get it. If it's my real family or my second family, kids don't care. They just adapt.
Yeah.
I don't get it from here.
Yeah.
I get it from there.
Right.
Doesn't matter. And
Yeah.
that was one reason. Try to stand in the focus on stage, and everybody has to look at you. You know, like 400, 500 eyes look at me, and it's like, okay, I do something, and I did something, honey. So
Oh, I bet you
I
did.
think that was real. Besides of that, it's a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, yeah, but it kind of became the place, which I think is so cool, that where you got the attention and the
Yeah.
just acknowledgement that you weren't getting at home, right? So
And
tell me,
later, yeah,
yeah.
and later the paper too, the money.
Show me the
Uh-huh.
money, right? Exactly, that came too.
Hmm.
What do you think has kept your passion alive? Because you see actors come and go a lot, especially when they start out young, whether it's theater or
Hmm.
whatever, and then you got into your first the big movie that you got in was Das Boot, right?
Yeah,
Or
that
that was really
was
fame
first.
the
Yeah,
first
that
huge
was
movie,
the
right?
first. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I think it's luck also. When you're 16, I went to a drama school in Germany, to a really good one. When I was 18, and with 18, you don't know how long you want to do it.
Yeah.
Perhaps with 20, you say, "Ah, no, I don't like it. I do something else." But that stayed till now. Like each movie theater play I do is the first one, and I like it like the first day I did it. And that's luck. I can't explain.
Yeah, that's really beautiful because decades and decades and decades continue to do really meaningful work that's meaningful to you, right? And I think that that's really powerful when you can find a passion and find something that you actually love doing, because maybe sometimes people are attracted to, being a celebrity, or, being an actor, or you're also a musician and you just performed in Mallorca for that big
Yeah,
event. That looked pretty
that's right.
awesome with your new
And
single you just released.
you know what? I also like to be famous. I always wanted to be famous because of that reason I just explained. And
Yeah.
I liked, that series Fury, Flipper, and all that stuff where the kids played the main parts. And I thought, wow, I want to do that too. And I did it. And this is also interesting for what you do. You do life coaching. People have to listen to their feelings, to their, wir sagen Bauchgefühl, to
Yeah,
the
the
guts,
instincts. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
your brain. Your brain is, no, it's too difficult in that job. A lot of people in that business don't have jobs, and you say, I don't care. I don't want to do it. Finito. And
Yeah.
that's, I mean, when I want to become an actor as a profession, a lot of people said, "Well, you know how much actors are in Germany. They don't have to work." I don't care. I do it anyway because I like it.
Yeah.
And then you do it. And the success. Yeah, I thought it was nice. I want to be successful, and but that happens not like the one day to the other. That takes a while, and you gotta do something. You gotta have talent, and
Yeah.
you have to perform.
Hmm.
Success only like that is not happening.
Right.
You gotta do
Right.
something for it.
You do. You
But you
do.
do something. You know, Not like my parents always said, "Oh, yeah, you have to go to a fabric and work and all that." Like my father just said, "No, I don't want to do it." "Yeah, but you have to do something." "Yeah, I will do something. I just listen to my inner voice, to my feeling,
Yeah.
and this I follow. I gotta have fun with what I do first, and not making money. "Yeah, but you have to pay your rent sometimes." "Yeah, I take care of that." Yeah. And this is why a lot of people, it's tragic. People suffer in their business. They go 6 o'clock morning to work. They go to a factory or to a office where they don't like the colleagues and all that, and they do this for 40 or 50 years till they get their retirement. What kind of life is this?
Yeah.
And then they're retired, and then they're totally wrecked
Yeah.
because of the work and
Yeah.
because of the trouble they have and
Hmm.
the problems they had. they get cancer or get sick somehow.
Yeah.
What kind of life is this? You work 50 years and then you get sick.
Yeah.
Not with me.
No. And it's so much of that is a choice, right? And that's what this
It's a
courage,
choice.
it's a choice to the courage to begin again. Part of though, I believe, besides the work and the talent and everything you had, is part of it is you believe that you could. That's a big part of it. You believe that you could.
Yeah.
And in life, do you know what I mean? Like when you said people, you're gonna have naysayers that say, "Ah, there's so many actors in Germany, whatever." Don't. I remember when we moved back to the States from Germany, and I got my real estate
Mm.
license, and my husband at the time, you know him,
Mhm.
he said, "Why you want to get your real estate license?" Like everybody, everywhere we went, everybody had the real estate license, and I looked at him, and this is in my book too, and I looked at him and I said, "Because I'm deciding, right? It's a decision I'm making."
Because I'm divorcing pretty soon, honey. That's why.
Exactly. Don't get too comfortable, darling, because you're not gonna be on the rest of the ride. But it was true, and we would laugh about it years later because I went on to be like on track to be rookie of the city, like which is the number one all companies, and then within 10 months I was leading that company to number one, and then
Hello, and now you got a house with a pool.
yes,
So
exactly. And so, but I believe that I could. That's the thing. I believe that I could, and I had very poor moments too, and so did you. And I think that that's really important for people to hear. And it's never too late to start
no,
something and change something.
and you had fun with it also, right?
I had a lot of fun.
Doing it.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
very important. Life is so short. Life is too short to have no fun
Yeah.
in what you do. And
Yes.
when you don't like it, change your work, change your business, change your profession. And for that, it's never too late. Oh, now I'm an old man. I don't start over again. Well, then die. Go away and die because your life is already finished.
Yeah. If you believe that.
If you
Yeah.
think like that,
It is true.
it's a
What's
shame because
it is a shame.
life is like eine Wundertüte.
Yeah, so that's something very unique to Germany. So a Wundertüte is like this thing that you get,
Say it
right?
again. Say it again.
I'm not going to say it because you're teasing me.
No,
I'm a little
please say it
rusty on my
again.
German.
No, say it again.
Wundertüte.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong, but it's not wrong, but it sounds like
It's Melanie
I can't
language.
repeat it. Only you can repeat a
Only I
Wundertüte.
can say
Say
it. So it's
Wundertüte
like a
again.
surprise. It's like a surprise.
No, you
No?
first say Wundertüte again.
Wundertüte.
Very good. Yeah, that's what I say. Life. How do you call that in English? Wundertüte.
So it's like a surprise something, right? Like
We get lost now. Okay, let's
okay,
go back to
all right.
business.
So, okay, let's talk about fame for a minute because it was something you wanted. It was very important to you. And when I came to see you in Mallorca, while I was visiting my friend, it's in my book also, and I actually talk about it in the book how we came to visit you at your restaurant down there, and I'd sent you you like send me your location, so you knew where I was coming, right? And it was like a Saturday, and it was a market. And like all these people out, and I can see your restaurant ahead, and then there's all these people, and I get through the people, and there you are with your arms like standing there, and my friend like
Yeah,
photo. It was such a beautiful moment of like,
that was very touching,
oh,
very emotional.
it's so beautiful,
Yeah,
and I just grabbed your
after
face.
after after 30 years or whatever.
Yeah,
Well, that
almost
first
30.
hug after 30 years, that was beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
so neat. Like no time had passed, right? And you're touring us around your restaurant,
We've been alone in that moment on the marketplace. We've been totally alone,
I know
even though it
nobody.
was crowded.
I know it was like it was one of those beautiful moments, and I write about
Yeah.
it in the book. And you're right, you're walking me around the restaurant, and my best friend and her husband are with us, and you're speaking English to me, and you turn around and you're like, wait, you speak German now, right? Because when you
Mm.
met me, I didn't, right? I was in the US, and I said I do.
Yeah.
And so then you switched to German, and you had this one table, and we sat down, and my friends are not used to being around, celebrities or anything like that. So they were just like having the time of their life, and people kept stopping to look at you like that. And you were so kind and gracious every time. And you were like just really, we got that big thing we all shared, right? And you would just look up and you would acknowledge them, right? And you would wave to them.
Yeah.
And I found that so sympathetic on your part because that meant everything for them to see you in person, and then you just acknowledged them and then got really back and present with us, right? So
But I realized there was a point I realized that it's going too far now to exactly go in details. But there was a point where I realized that with my profession, and my talent, I can touch people, I can reach people, I
Yeah.
can emotionalize people.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't see them, I don't see them. It's just behind the camera. But when I meet them and they come so emotionalized to me, happy, sometimes with tear in eyes because they're full of joy. I said that movie, that was so great. It was, I said, fuck. So that was to realize that was a big thing for me because I just wanted to have fun in my profession. That's all. But
Yeah.
suddenly I feel I can do something with this, And
Yeah.
this is why when people come up to me, I'm so thankful that the people react like that, and that it comes across what I want to do with my films and with the parts I play, and that's the feedback. And they come to me, they hug me, and then can I have a photo? And they are just happy to see me and to be near me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Totally, people I don't know them,
Strangers,
uh,
right? Strangers.
strangers, and
It's
that's so
meaningful.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's so beautiful, and that you can give them all, a little positivity back and harmony, and say, "Well, you're so nice and everything." Yeah, so why not? And this is my audience. If they wouldn't be, I wouldn't be famous.
Right. Yeah, you
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't have a pool.
Yeah, exactly. Or House in Mallorca or Berlin and all
Yeah,
the things.
and
And
it's nice to meet people because I don't know that from my youth. Where I
yeah,
grew up, people come up to me and they are happy to see you.
yeah,
For strange people, people I don't know,
it's beautiful.
strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me one story about one of them, and I want to go see it. I think it's on Amazon or is it on Netflix? It's the one about the one you told me about that there's a child that's sick or something like that, and
Mm.
the family, some family approached you and said, "Oh my gosh, your movie is our daughter has it or something like that,"
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it just touched you in such a way, like I don't think entertainers necessarily get into the business realizing the impact they're actually going to have. I think that comes later once you've done the work and you have actual interactions with
and you
people.
reflect and
Yeah,
you reflect what you're doing
yeah,
also here. You think, and you always got to stay awake and curious and awake, like everything what you see, there's a lot of things happening every day when you walk out the door, a lot of things happening, and you just have to try to get it on,
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, that's true. It's nice that people react like that. Mhm.
Yeah, it's really great. So do you think that, like, how have you stayed grounded through all that? Like, just really, you're still a really approachable person, and kind with people. Like, how do you stay? Like, you seem such a real person. Like, you have the celebrity, but you're also very real. Is that just who you are, or did you have to work on that?
Yeah, I think both. I think it's who I am, and when the first success started, it was with a movie called Men. It was very successful here in Germany, mid '80s, and then I I was 30 years old,
Okay.
so I was not 18. So I think when you're younger,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so it's the risk that you start to freak out, is bigger.
Yeah.
So I am like that, and it also has to do again with reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be asshole to people just that I'm famous and I make money. That means nothing about your character.
No, nothing, nothing.
You
And
got
it
a lot
means
of assholes that are rich
yes, you do. Yes, absolutely. And you have a
and
lot of
famous,
exactly, and it means nothing.
and I
So
don't want to be that. Why?
no, why change? You're amazing
Why
as you are.
change? And I
Exactly.
found out that I feel much better when I show my love to people and the other way around.
Yeah.
So why
Much better
not?
way to live. Yeah, much better way to live. Because then when you're kind to somebody, you never know how they turn around and treat. It's like impact, right? The way we show up in the world matters. I think people really underestimate that. Like how we show up as human beings really matters. People are always
Yeah,
watching you. And the way that
but
I watched you that day was very impressive to me because I'm like, I love that he's like this with people.
yeah, I think nobody comes as an asshole on this world. It depends. Some people are really sick. Like really sick in the brain or whatever
Sure.
when they're born. But normally it's a matter of social circumstances, how you grew up, how you get treated from your parents and all that. And so, but basically everybody is positive. That's what I really think. And scientists can prove it.
Hmm.
And this is why the deep longing for harmony, for positivity, for that people are good to everybody, and so that's deep in us inside. Sometimes when you have a bad use, or you get angry, you get aggro, you know,
Yeah.
to protect yourself most of the
Yeah.
time. All the people who like murder someone, that's the worst case, or are really shitty to someone, it's because they have a problem with this themselves. It's not you. They don't mean you as a person. They don't know you most of the time as a person. It's their problem. It's their
Yeah.
problem, not yours.
Yeah.
So don't make it to your problem. No,
Yeah.
you gotta let the people know either your behavior or with words to say, listen, what's your problem? I mean, you can't help it. Most of them need therapy, like when you're grown up, beaten up as a little child, like I was. But I changed. I never beat up my kids, because I know how it feels.
Yeah.
That's not a tool of education. It's not a good one.
Mm-mm.
And I think people are negative and aggressive uh, because they're traumatized with stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody,
Like an unhealed trauma.
also,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, and.
Yeah.
When you understand this and then don't take it personal, I think that's a good way to deal with it, Like
Yeah.
for example, you go on the autobahn, yeah, on the
Yeah.
highway
The
69,
freeway with no speed limit. Woohoo!
and there's a car
Yeah.
pass you like with 100 miles more, which is not allowed.
Yeah.
So what is the first reaction normally when someone is sitting with you in the car? How's the reaction?
Like, oh my gosh, right? Like that guy's going so fast.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
It's only 50 miles and he's driving 100 miles. What an
Right.
asshole.
What
Uh,
exactly?
That's normally the first reaction.
Okay.
But you don't know what's going on with this guy or with that girl.
Yeah.
Perhaps he has a sick child in the back and has to go to hospital or, whatever, or he has a kind of problem. Or he just want to drive fast and he has fun with it. It's not your problem. But why do people react like this? Well, I
Yeah.
got to call the police. He is 50 miles faster than allowed. Why? Let him go. He's not dangerous for you
Yeah. Yeah.
because he's gone already.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you think about this, and that's also reflection, I was like that too. I said, why do I do this? Why? Makes no sense at all. Or to be angry. Oh, my plane is too late. The train is too late. Uh, yeah, so if it would have been in time, the plane, and you stepped in the plane, and they have to change the plane because, it's too late. Perhaps, this plane crashed
Yeah.
and you sit in.
Yeah.
It's always, people don't think far enough, about the situation. They're just
Yeah.
angry. Oh, fucking the boss was an asshole.
Yeah. It's so
50
true.
miles
It's so
faster
true.
than
Yeah.
me. And this is when everybody starts working on themselves like this, I think, what a wonderful world this could be.
Exactly. I so agree with you. Can you think of somebody in your life that was because at home your parents were not big influence for you for the good, right? Of like what's possible. But as you started getting into theater and as you started reaching out and building this other family, or in school, it could even be, was there somebody that really like saw your greatness in you, or that was really a positive influence for you besides the audience? Like, I'm sure we all have those in our life, those people that really inspire us along the way, remind us you're on the right path, keep going.
Yeah, there were a lot of people like older actors in the theater where I've been. So, well, you really have talent, but you have to go to school, you have to learn, you got to develop your talent. It's work and it's fun. Yes, and I say I listen to them, because never like I was not used like with my parents that they were not busy in that way with me.
Yeah.
which I don't blame them. They had a bad
Yes.
education also, and it's not when you get older you apologize this and everything. I'm fine with it now, but in those days when you're in that situation, it's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
well, a lot of people, and then
yeah.
I got a lot of awards later. I could show you my little um,
Your little
award.
wall of
Yeah, award,
you
yeah.
just got the
Uh,
achievement award. I mean, you have so many great things you've accomplished in your life. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, and I got a lot of awards, which shows me that also the public and the business, like see my talent and my success, and it's beautiful. It's nice.
It is.
Doesn't make me a better person, but I
No.
need to be a better person. I'm a good person already.
Well, we're always on the path, baby. We're always on the path. But you did tell me once that there was I forget what age you were, but there was a school that you were in, an acting school, and at the end, or I believe you were graduating, the teacher pulled you aside, and she wasn't really
Yeah.
supposed to
How
tell
you
you.
remember?
I
Yeah.
do,
You
and
you really listened. Yeah.
I always listen, darling.
Yeah.
Tell us that
Yeah, that was
story.
right. We were doing our last play and then we left the school. And the last play was always like that. We performed that in school, and a lot of like bosses from theaters or casting agents come and look at you for the new talents. So we did that. And there was a Greek play from Shakespeare,
Hmm.
classical. And we did that in Greece. So
Wow.
yeah, because my teacher they know they gave private lessons, and one of them they had a house in Greece, like totally somewhere in the I don't know in the jungle, but on the sea. And so
Wow.
we went there for a month or two, and we worked on our play, and we had a lot of the Greek wine they call retsina.
Okay.
Retsina,
You want me to say it?
yes, please.
You're looking like you want me to say it. Ritzina?
Yeah,
An
Retsina.
R?
Retsina is
Wait.
Retsena,
Okay.
Retsina,
Okay.
and it
Ritzina.
tastes. It's a white wine, and it tastes
Mm.
like wood. Like, do you think the wine is not good? It's terrible. No, but it is when you get used to it, it's beautiful wine, especially to Greek food.
Okay.
And we had a couple of evenings there tasting if the wine is still good. It
Yeah.
was better. And then and I said, yeah, I don't know about the talent. How do you know that you're talented or not? You never know, because you know a lot of actors like world superstars there that you admire them, say, wow, they're great. And I can't do it like them. So no, you don't have to be a Jack Nicholson or Marlon Brando or Brad Pitt. You have to be the best Uwe Ochsenknecht you can be. So talk like that, deep talk was really nice. And then yeah, and then she took me on the side. She said, Uwe, from all the the people here, the pupils here in your class, we are about 10 people. You and that girl and that guy there, you three are gonna make it. The others won't make it because you're really talented. You know what to do. You reflect yourself, and it's gonna work. And she was right.
Yeah. How'd that feel for
She
you though?
did.
How did that feel for you when she said that in that moment? Did you feel like validated because you so long didn't get it?
Yeah,
Like was it like that moment of
valid
keep going?
validated, and it kept me like put me in a direction where I thought, okay, so what I'm doing is not my own vision of myself, where I think, oh, I'm great, or I don't know if I got talent at all. She said, yeah, you got talent. You got this and this. You got to work a little more and this and this. That was very good to know
Yeah.
for your self consciousness that you say, okay.
Yeah.
And I believed her. She was very experienced, a very good teacher. Yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
now in my age is nice. I know what I can do. I know what I cannot do, what I still got to learn because acting, you never stop learning. That's a nice thing about it.
Yeah, I love one of the things you've told me is that every time you start anew, whether it's because you do TV, you do film, do you still do theater too sometimes?
Yes, I try to set some up in next year, in early next year, with a theater in Berlin.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I do it.
Yeah, but
We'll
when you
see.
told what I thought was so beautiful is you said that every time you step into a new character, right, you really act like like it's new every time because again, the courage to begin again. So every time you start a project, I mean, you're still you, but you're coming into a new character. So it's like you're coming like with a blank slate. You have the skill, which you're not your first time on your movie, right? So you have a lifetime of experience, but every time you said you come kind of with a clean slate, like I'm here to learn and really get in this character and things like that. And I think that's a really beautiful way to live life.
Yeah, and it also gives you the feeling how other people are and live.
Mm,
Because you are another person suddenly, and when you act like that person acts, you feel how it feels like. I mean, in worst case, to kill someone,
yeah.
or to be nice to someone, or to be to taking care of the, or be in trouble and have a heavy mind, or being depressive. You really have to put that on and don't be afraid to be. And then um, when you get deep into it, and this is what you got to do, what a lot of actors are afraid of, um, you you have to try to become depressive.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I get it.
hopefully
I
you
feel that. I feel
hopefully
that.
you get out of it again.
I
But
was gonna
most of the time,
say.
but it works. But it's because it's not your basic thing.
Yes.
So there's always a back door you go back. But this is what and this is what the people feel was, oh, who's a great actor when that comes across.
You
When you
feel that.
don't play, you are depressive. You are depressive.
Yeah.
Like, Francis Coppola said after Apocalypse Now, where he sold everything he had, and and he was in Cannes at the film festival at the press conference, and it was a big success. And one journalist asked him, "Yeah, Mr. Coppola, um, you made a Vietnam movie. You characters you played Vietnam. So no, we didn't play Vietnam. We've been in Vietnam.
It's true, right?
Yeah,
It's true. Well, tell me this and
you
like
can't like
how do you undo
there's
that?
sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but at the end of Das Boot,
Mm-hmm.
there's a big bombing. With the bunkers. They bombed the bunkers, and that was so real that there was no difference between reality and movie anymore.
Mm.
And this is nice for actors too, what movies can do.
Yeah.
You can create an atmosphere in the set with like more or less real props and real houses, stone houses, and they build stuff. And so to give you the feeling that's real. It's not, we don't play it. We don't, you fake it, in that moment is real.
Yeah. I believe you, and that's so. My question for you is: let's say you stop filming that movie or whatever, or some a role that you played that was like you lost your child, very depressive, whatever. And there's one I think that
Yeah.
you're suicidal. When you're done with that, when it's done and it's wrapped and and it's done, and now you're back to your everyday life. Is it hard to step back into everyday life and get out of what you've been playing?
Yeah, there's a trick. I have a good friend. She's like a Heilpraktiker.
Okay, yeah. So like a holistic practitioner.
Yeah. And she says, this is what I know too, that when you pretend doing something, your body and your cells and your unconsciousness, they don't know the difference in pretending or reality. They
Exactly.
take it for real. They
Right.
said, oh, all right, good. And then she said, you have to come to me and we talk and we do something to give the cells the information. It's over. It was just a fake. But just otherwise, they think,
Yeah.
yeah, uh, he has cancer, and they give you cancer when you
Mm.
play something like, oh, they give you this depression. They just, you know, they just turn around and say, oh, okay, we get that information. We have to behave like this.
Yeah.
This you have to stop after a movie when it's that heavy. It's not every movie is that heavy,
Yeah. It's a lot of fun too.
But if it's better to know a way to tell your system it's over. It was a fake, baby.
Yeah. It's like a dream, right, honey? Like when you wake up from a dream, you feel like it was so real, right? When you wake up in the morning
Yeah.
sometime and you've had this really either great dream or
And
not
this
so
is what
great dream.
interesting because your unconscious
Yes.
believes what you are doing, what you're telling, and what you're manifesting.
Yes.
When you said, I, something superficial, I want to live in a big house with a pool like you. Uh, and but you have to try to manage how it feels like already that you live in there, and then you start manifesting. You're visualizing,
Yes.
and then it's coming. It's working. It's working really. Yeah,
Yes.
you have
Yes.
to feel like, yeah, this is how it feels like. It's not there actually, but it's in there,
Yes.
and the rest is happening, and your cells is going. They're going to respond to that.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for an apartment or a house or a partner, you may not forget the partner or the house or whatever your little heart desires. It's there already.
Yeah.
It is there waiting for you.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time and the circumstances when it happens, but it's there.
Yeah. I believe
Mhm.
that. I believe that for sure. So, okay, so one of the things, like for those watching with us, because some just listen, but if you're watching, I have the playing to win sign. I ask every guest, what does playing to win look like to you? Like, what does that mean to you? That term, playing to
But
win.
in case that's in other words what we talked about,
Yeah.
if you like to do something or to have something, you have to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
You have just do it and want it with all your power, and just say, yeah, I do, and believe in it, and the winning is then at the end when it happens. It's not like a lottery or something. It's like when it happens, okay, it worked. Like when I was young, I always wanted to live in the south of Europe on the sea
Oh,
when I
wow.
was small. Yeah, I wanted to do it, and here I am.
Yeah. Playing paddleball.
Paddle tennis.
Sorry, it's
Please
called
don't
paddle
mix it
tennis?
up. Don't mix it up with the paddle tennis for children
Oh,
called pickleball.
here we go. I promise
Here
I'm
we
gonna
go
learn. I'm
again.
gonna learn. Okay, I'm gonna learn. I know pickleball is like baby play to paddle. I've learned that from you, and I've watched. It's quite intense. So you pickleballers out there, go look up paddle. It's like a whole next level of it.
Did you
So,
start? You wanted to start the
honey, not
last
yet.
time we spoke.
I am going to start because I got to play you in Mallorca. I got to come there and play you. And you said I can't play you until I have lessons. So you ready for the lightning round?
Anything your little heart desires.
Okay, darling. Ready?
Wait a
All
minute.
right. Post here that you're drinking Hefeweizen and I'm drinking delicious water.
Hefeweizen, it's a lot of electrolyte.
Yeah, electrolytes, huh? Nice.
Electrolytes.
In
Well,
beer?
all the sports doctors say forget also the isotonic drinks and all bullshit. It's mostly sugar. Have a Weissbier with or without alcohol, doesn't matter.
Really?
And all the electrolytes are in there. It's
I
great.
had no idea they had electrolytes in Hefeweizen
And,
or
and
white beer.
Hefeweizen.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Berlin or Mallorca?
Mallorca.
Film or music?
That's a tough one. One at a time.
Okay. You can love them both in different ways, right? How about sunrise or sunset?
It's both beautiful, colorful. Sundown is sunsets, and
Yeah.
this I like more.
Pasta or tapas?
Pasta, I gotta say.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, yesterday I did a bolognese by my own and can do it very good. Yeah, there's a lot, but I like pasta with lemon juice also, and with chicken. Yeah, but the
Mhm.
bolognese is my favorite.
Yeah. Do
Hmm.
you like a bolognese with like hackfleisch, like with beef, or do you like it like with turkey, or you don't put any meat in it? Don't look at
You
me like
gotta
that.
you gotta put meat in it. You gotta put hackfleisch in it.
In a
Say it.
bolognese? Is it always
Say
there?
it.
Yeah, but it could also be turkey. I like turkey meat in mine. That's why I ask.
In Austin, yeah, but not in Germany or in Italy. How do you say it? Hackfleisch.
Hackfleisch. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the English word. Yeah, what hamburger meat.
Yeah, yeah, hamburger meat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hamburger
You
meat.
gotta do
Doesn't sound as good.
original bolognese is with hamburger meat
Always, huh? Yeah, okay. All right.
always.
Coffee or wine?
Depends. Coffee in the morning, wine in the evening.
Especially when you live in Mallorca. Stage or movie set?
Yeah, it has both something. Yeah, it depends. But once at a time. It's both.
Love it all. You love it
Both.
all.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
How about
As
how
long
about
as I'm in the middle of it,
okay, baby. I got you. I got you. How
as
about
long as I play the main part, I do
then we're
theater
good.
and movie.
Oh, I love you so much. Okay, how about is there a favorite German word that you have? I know it's hard because you're German, you know.
If when you repeat it, I say
For you, anything.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen. Okay,
Say it
so
again.
Eichhörnchen.
Pretty good. Pretty good, really.
Not terrible, right? So that means
No, no, no.
squirrel. That means
Good.
squirrel for those listeners, and it's the
Squirrel, yeah.
hardest. It's the hardest word.
It's the hardest.
Do you have a favorite English word? Because your English is so good.
Mm. Favorite English word.
Besides the F word, which I'm gonna have to cut out.
Besides airport. Uh, that's difficult. That's
All right.
difficult. Oh,
Yeah.
favorite English word. You got beautiful words in English.
When did you learn
Um,
English, by the way? Did you learn it in school already?
in school and with music. I was listening to music and I tried to
Oh,
understand the words and I looked them
okay.
up and I heard English radio and all that. Um, pacifier, I like.
Oh, okay. Pacify?
Pacifier,
Oh,
Schnuller.
pacifier.
Pacifier is a great word.
Schnuller. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so
Or
funny. Okay,
or
pacifier.
or kindergarten.
Kindergarten, yeah, exactly means
Nice
something.
English word. Or Blitzkrieg also.
What is that?
Blitzkrieg.
What is that?
Can you repeat it first?
No.
Yep, please. Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg, are you saying?
Very good. Yeah, it means it's a military thing. Blitz is flash,
Blitz, yeah.
like
Krieg,
yeah, blitz,
as
and
in
Krieg is
war.
war.
Yeah.
And when you're in military and you want to conquer a village or a country,
Oh,
it has to be very fast. That's
yes.
called Blitzkrieg. That the
Okay.
people don't realize that they
Yes.
are,
Hit them so they don't know it.
attacked. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Blitzkrieg, and it's used in English
I've never
also.
heard that in
Blitzkrieg,
English because I'll hear things like oh gosh, there's a couple.
kindergarten
Well, yeah, but there's
is a
other things.
German word, but you
It
use it.
is. I
Yeah.
know, but there's other ones too that I'll hear. I'm like, that's a German word, but that's used in the English language. Okay, all right. So how about hidden talent, darling? What do we not know? We know you sing, you play paddle. I already outed you on that. You're an actor. How about a hidden talent that we don't know about?
I'm a doctor too.
You're what?
A doctor.
Oh, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
You're a doctor?
When I was small, well, I don't have any education, but when I was small, I was the first one in the family when my mother, cut herself in the finger when she was cooking. I come with a Band-Aid, you know. I
Aw.
always took care of people and yeah.
Aw. So you're a little caretaker.
Mm.
Okay, I didn't know that about you. How about best advice you've ever received?
You remember the actor Lee Marvin?
I don't know.
Very it's a long time ago, and
Okay.
I was doing a movie in Munich with him. He was the guy who sang I was born on a wandering star,
Oh,
a wandering star. You don't, oh, you're too young. Oh, you're so young. Oh God.
sounds familiar, but I'm sure if I
um
saw it.
um
So he told you something?
yeah, I was asking him, Lee, can I ask you something? Yeah, what do you want to know? So What is it about acting? What do I have to do? He said, there's no secret. I don't know. Just do it. So oh, my favorite thing is don't grow up. It's a trap.
Yeah, I do love that. You say that all the time. I
Mm.
do love that. I love that. Okay, about one thing you're still curious to learn.
About life. There's a lot of stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there are a lot of questions you can't answer in one lifetime,
Yeah. Oh, for
in
sure.
any kind of situation or department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. You're a
So, for
lifelong
example, like
learner.
what is it all about?
Mm.
So, and what is behind the big curtain up there?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Do you have, in the US about the crop circles? You,
Extraterrestrial stuff?
people don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but it's still happening. And near London, you know where Stonehenge is, the
Uh-huh.
stones and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
That area, like this summer again, happened about so far 10 or 12 crop circles overnight. And people don't know what it is. That's very interesting. I want to know. I want to make a movie about it.
Ooh.
There was a movie called Signs.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Uh-huh.
was a big, like a part of it. That was a shitty movie.
Yeah, yeah,
And the
yeah.
crop circles, about the crop circles, it's because nobody knows. Nobody saw someone doing them.
Wow, that's amazing. Darling, what did I not ask you? As we wrap up this conversation, first of all, I want to thank you. I know how busy you are and you're not shooting right now.
Anytime for you, honey.
Oh, I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful for you in my life. And so for people that, because the book is the same title as the podcast, right? And the book is about to be released, which is so exciting, and you're part of that. So anybody that's listening to this and
What's
reads the
what's
part,
what's the name? What's the name of
it's
the book?
called Play.
When I met Uwe, my life changed.
My life changed forever with Uwe. Yeah, Uwe. See, I think I don't say it with an R, but I'm still saying it wrong. I can tell the way you're looking at me. Uwe.
Very good.
It's close, right?
Very good. Eichhörnchen.
Okay, darling,
Hackfleisch.
I heard him exactly. So what would you say to the listeners that are just maybe they're thinking about becoming an actor, maybe they're thinking of starting a new business, whatever. What last piece of advice would you leave our listeners?
Do it. Do what you want to do. Do what gives you fun. It's always the right parameter, to do something where you have fun with it. And don't think about how long it's going to last or if it's difficult. Do it. It's fun. Life is too short not to have fun.
Yeah, that's so true.
No, don't listen to your brain, to your thoughts. Listen to your guts, listen to your feeling, and listen to your to something that makes you happy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, but that's easy. It's
yeah.
easy like that.
It is easy like that. It is, but it's a choice and it's a decision.
Yeah, there's a very good saying when I was in China. They said, there was I was in a monastery, and we couldn't speak for 4 weeks.
Was that for work or just for
Both.
yourself?
For where we
Wow.
couldn't just like behave like we have to do, and
Wow.
then we allowed to shoot there. And at the end, we have a meeting with the monks and all, and they gave all of us, well, only 2 or 3 actors in that monk monastery. They gave us, calligraphy. You know what that is, calligraphy?
Yeah, calligraphy.
Calligraphy with a
Beautiful.
black, yeah, with a saying. And I got one. I got to translate it. That means enjoy your own confusion. That's nice.
That's beautiful. I
Yeah,
love
it
that.
means also, it means enjoy it because the universe is doing everything right for you. It always means positive, and you just don't have the patience and the time. Well, something happened, nothing is happening. I wait for a job. Yeah, you gotta wait because it's not the right one on the way. Then nothing's gonna happen. But the right one is there already out there. You gotta be patient.
Love that idea of there's like life's perfect timing, and people think things are happening to them or it's not coming fast enough, so they give up right when they're about to get the thing or whatever. And learning patience and grace and the perfect timing of life, right, I think is really powerful. And it's like this year for me, I shared with you, usually I would be on the road coaching all over the country. Now I'm just doing it in fall. But what was I able to do? I was able to write my book and start this
Yeah.
podcast and all the things. And I think I was really supposed to do that. And that's why it happened that way. And I truly believe that. And so I think when you can live like that, you live in authenticity with yourself and you start flowing with life instead of fighting life, right?
And you got to be sure that everything that happens to you happens for a reason. Also, the things that don't happen to you, it's also for a reason. Don't understand in the very moment, but perhaps 5 years later, perhaps a day later, perhaps 10 years later, like then buy a house 5 years later, you get a dream house. And if you would have bought a house just because you wanted it 5 years before, would have been a shitty house with a lot of problems. The windows don't close. There's water coming in, and the neighbors are shitty. You don't force stuff too much. If things don't happen, it's for a reason, even if you don't understand at this moment. When you miss a plane or a train, perhaps the plane crashes or a train.
Trust those signs in life that show up for you, right? That's maybe it's working for you, right? And for you instead of to you. And that's kind
Trust the universe. Trust the universe. It's a power and an energy, and it always means good with you. You got to be sure about that.
Yeah.
And then everything is easier, And if you don't get the toy you would have now, it should not be that way. You get a much better toy 10 years, 10 days later. And you think about, see, if I would have done that 5 years ago, I wouldn't have so much treasure and fun now. That would have been the big mistakes I know now.
Yeah, it's true.
Think about it.
Yeah. And I think that you have to have some life in there too that extends it so that you can actually kind of start living those things. And once you've seen something like that, you can't unsee it in life, right? That there are these kind of patterns that show up and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
why that happened for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This is nice to know. That gives you so like a total, an Urvertrauen. How you call that in English? In French?
Urvertrauen.
Urvertrauen. How do you say that in French?
Well, that's like, are you saying like a trust of time?
No, like a trust that is like very urban. It's like totally existential, that kind of trust. So
Okay.
Urvertrauen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And say it in French.
In French, how do you say it in French? We're going to do a lesson here on multiple languages because I'm going to learn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so inspired by you and how you just have this energy for life. And so for our listeners, I want you to take away whatever that is for you, like live with love, leadership, and the courage to begin again.
And trust.
And trust, right? And trust yourself, right? Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you think that the more you come home to yourself, the more trust you have, the more grounded you are, the bigger life gets for you? Would you agree with
course.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's very easy.
Yeah. It's
The Chinese always say also, life is easy. People make it difficult.
That's good.
Thank you for having me, Melanie. You do a good job. Great what you do. I think you help a lot of people, and that's very nice.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Playing to Win LLC. Love, leadership, and the courage to begin again. Hosted by Melanie Kennemann. Let's begin.